And South Korea's Constitutional Court says it will deliver its ruling on the impeachment of Prime Minister Han Duck-soo on Monday. The National Assembly stripped Han of his duties 87 days ago while he was serving as acting president. Opposition MPs had been angered by his refusal to appoint 3 justices to the Constitutional Court, which at the time had vacant seats reserved for nominees chosen by legislators. Observers say the court's decision in Han's case could provide a sense of which way the impeachment proceedings on President Yoon Suk-yeol could go. CNA's Lim Yun Suk tells us when we could expect a verdict in Mr. Yoon's case.
Many people had anticipated the ruling to be out last week because in the case of the 2 other former presidents, Park Geun-hye and Roh Moo-hyun, who went through impeachment trials also, the ruling was out within 2 weeks. That didn't happen, and so many people said that perhaps it would happen this week. So far, there's been no word from the Constitutional Court. Now, all eyes will be whether it'll be happening next week, though some experts here are saying that it could even be delayed until early April. Now, it's difficult to know exactly why and what's happening inside the Constitutional Court, but the court is believed to be going through this internal deliberations and in-depth discussions over some of the major issues involving the martial law declaration. Now, it is possible, according to many experts here speaking to the local media, that there is this debate still ongoing between the justices, and there is no unanimous agreement. Now, many experts here also saying that the justices probably agreed that President Yoon Suk-yeol did violate the Constitution by not getting his cabinet ministers to agree to the martial law declaration as he should have. But the question is, whether that violation is so severe, so significant for President Yoon to be impeached and removed from office. Now, meanwhile, tensions are running high here in South Korea among those waiting, for President Yoon's verdict. We had several college students today calling for the court to impeach him, and they started this 3-step 1-bow ritual, which is usually performed by Buddhists wanting their wishes to come true. And they started this from this Kwangwon Plaza and went all the way to the Constitutional Court. And meanwhile, outside the Constitutional Court, there was a lawmaker from the main opposition, Park Geun-hye, who was holding a press conference saying that the court should make a decision soon when someone, very likely a supporter of President Yoon, who was at that site, threw an egg at her and also a bandana at her face. Now, the lawmaker has sued this person, and so there is an investigation ongoing. But really, it's not just this one case. There are rallies being held in Seoul by pro and against President Yoon's impeachment. The police are on alert all day, doing all they can to keep these 2 groups far apart of possible clashes. And so, this country seems to have become much more polarized than it was before when this whole political turmoil began with that martial law declaration. And we're really just waiting for the Constitutional Court to give that date as to when President Yoon Suk-yeol, the ruling for President Yoon Suk-yeol will be announced.